What you just heard was entirely made by AI. No guitars, no drums, no vocals, no humans. Scary, right? But I'm not here to fight AI, I'm here to play with it. So I asked Suno to write a thrash metal track, took the generated stems, imported them into Reaper, learned the guitar parts, and then re-recorded them. The goal was to turn something completely synthetic into something real. So let's see if I can take this fake AI metal track and make it sound like a real band. So we're jumping into Suno here. You can see I'm on the homepage and I'm logged in as my user. I am only using the Pro account. If you want to use Suno Studio, you have to upgrade. I'm on the Pro plan here. You need the Premier plan, which is $35 a month, and that's if you're paying annually. I think it's more. Yeah, $45 a month if you're just going month by month. I'm holding out on this. I'm not sure what to do. For now, I'm just going to pay monthly. I'm just doing a $15 a month test just to see how useful it is. And obviously that means that I'm limited in features and I can't use Studio. So let's jump into the create area here. You have two options, simple or custom. And you also have which model you want to use to generate your music. Now you could just enter a song description in here and be done with it, and it will just create whatever you want, and the inspiration, you can put the different styles of music that you want. You can also choose whether you want it to be instrumental, whether you want it to have lyrics that you've written yourself, and also you can upload a reference audio file as well. I can't write lyrics to save my life, so that's not something I'm going to be pasting in here. I'm just going to give it a prompt as to what I want to create. Now I'm going to create a prompt. I want to create an 80s thrash song in the style of Metallica. I could also give it a theme, and I was thinking how Iron Maiden, Bruce Dickinson always used to come up with sort of historical events because he had a degree in history and was interested in that kind of thing. So I'll choose an idea based on a historical event and see what happens. Oh, inspiration. So it's going to be, wait, how do I? Oh, okay, that just adds extra things in here. So now I'm going to go to lyrics. Oh, okay, it switches to custom when you click on lyrics. Write some lyrics or leave blank for instrumental. I will, what's this do? Edit lyrics, write full song. Okay, enter a prompt to generate lyrics, describe the lyrics you want, or share a theme or topic. Excellent, okay. We have a new creative model may generate content that some find offensive or classic. Okay, let's risk it. We'll go for offensive. Okay, so this is my idea. So November the 5th in England is known as Bonfire Night. So I'm going to write the song based on the historical events surrounding the gunpowder plot. So I'm going over to Wikipedia to get a bit more information. This actually happened, the gunpowder plot actually happened very close to where I was born, and that's why I know about it. So the leader of this plot was Guy Fawkes, and every November the 5th after this event, we would have bonfire night, and you would create like a doll of Guy Fawkes and basically put him on a fire and burn him to death. Kind of grim, but what I remember was just we'd have fireworks and you'd have a big fire. So anyway, I digress. I'm going to see what happens if I put all this information in here. Here is some background information to pull details from. Okay, you can't actually put much info in here, so it's already given me two options. I like this one, the Fawkes song. So I like this one because not only is it about the men and what they're doing, it also has this thing called Remember the 5th of November. And as a child, I remember that's how we knew it was Bonfire Night. Remember the 5th of November. So it's taking sort of this idea as well and put it into the song. So let's select that option. That's hilarious. Okay, advanced options. We want a male vocalist. Weirdness. Weirdness? I don't know what that means. Okay, I think I'm just going to create, see what happens. Couldn't generate that. Tags contained an artist name, Metallica. Oh, okay. You're not allowed to say Metallica. So create an 80s thrash metal song in the style of early pioneers, such as those with the name Metal or Mega in, let's say with Metal or Mega at the start of the band name. I wonder if you could do that. I'll say include dual guitar parts, guitar solo, and driving, chugging rhythm parts around 120. Okay. I think we're good with that. And now let's hit create. Okay, it's working. So here's some other ones that I've just been playing around with just to try and get used to the interface. So there's actually one that I will come back to down the bottom here at some point, but for now we're going to go with forks, and it's using V5. It's using the new V5 model. So that says authentic vocal, superior audio quality and control. All right, we've got 2 tracks generated. One is 3 minutes and 9, one's 3 minutes 17 long. Let's check out track 1.
Under the dark of the new moon, the beginning of June. It was then a man emerged from the shadows with the most sinister plan that I'd ever heard. So we agreed to do the deed. Remember the 5th of November.
Holy crap. I mean, it's both incredible and utterly depressing at the same time.
What have I done?
Amazing guitar riffs. Still sounds a little bit like MIDI. So, I mean, what I'm doing this for is I am actually going to recreate this. So I don't care what the guitars sound like. I'm going to learn the song, replace the guitars. So that doesn't matter. But like the drums and everything, the fills, oh man, it's mental. Yeah, I'm terrified by all this. Anyway, let's listen to track 2 that was generated. You can tell it's not guitar. But the ideas that are in there are exactly what it needs to be. The guitar solos are insane. I can't play those, so I don't know what to do with that because I won't be able to learn it anyway. It's too difficult for me. But it fits. It fits the song. It's perfect. It's got that same kind of vibe that the early thrash. It sounds like, you know, a Megadeth guitar solo. So, yeah, I find this really disturbing in a way because I've just it takes away all the creativity, but at the same time, it gives me something that I can actually play along to. So I'm kind of like, it's cool, but I'm also like, I'm kind of torn because I don't want to be listening to music I know has been generated by AI. I want people to have written it. I want people to have played it and all that kind of thing. At the same time, for someone like me, who has constant copyright strikes against my preset videos, and I don't have the ability to write songs and create something in the style of another song that's good enough to put in a video and say, well, you know, this is a Metallica song, so this is my Metallica preset. Something like this is amazing because I can just strip the guitars off, put my own guitar parts on it, and I've got bass, vocal, and drums that sound realistic. Then put my guitar parts on it. I've got a full song, which is a great demo, no copyright issues. Win-win. So the next step, I'm going to grab the stems for both of these songs. So you go to Get Stems. Full song, yes, I want the full songs. And I want all detected stems, which is going to use more credits, but that's okay. I've got a fair amount of credits for the month. So extract. You can also download either MP3 audio or WAV audio. Obviously, I'm going to get the high quality files because I want to use it for a recording. Wait, what? Hadn't finished. Okay, I would say that's probably everything because it's, oh no. So that's version 1. And that's version 2. Can I preview it? Uh-oh. Now if I go to version 2. Okay, it's the same.
Met that night. I'm the dog of the new moon, the beginning of June. It was then emerged from the shadows with the most sinister plan that I'd ever heard. So we agreed to do the deed.
I am still blown away by this. It's absolutely incredible. Download all, please. Preparing, and it may take a while. Can you believe this? It's generated not only an entire song, all the lyrics, vocal parts, backing vocals, but also drum parts, bass parts, and the bass actually sounds like a metal bass. It's like distorted bass. Guitar parts, which sound insane. Oh dear. So there we go. It's downloaded my stems. Now I can generate the second song stems in case I want to attempt this one. This one I thought was a better song, but I don't know that I can do it justice recreating the guitar parts because it was too hard. How embarrassing. AI is a better guitarist than me. I forgot how good this is. Can't believe this. It's so depressing. Oh, this one's got more parts. Drums sound a bit tinny, don't they? On both. I guess that's just the separating the stems. That's the problem you get. Anyway, I'm going to go version 2. I don't know which is better. Download all. Okay, so the next step is to import those stems into my DAW. So I've got Reaper open here. So I would create each track and then go insert, and I would insert my media file, stems, and I will start with the drums being track 1. And so on, adding each one. By the way, I asked for this to be 120 beats per minute, so I've got it set at 120 BPM as I'm importing. I don't know of a great way in Reaper to auto detect as it imports, and if you change the BPM once you've imported it, it actually like stretches the time. If someone knows how to do this better, please let me know, because I've been too lazy to look it up. Right, let's add the guitar as the final track, and this is going to be my guide guitar track that I'm going to learn from, and then I will add a rhythm 1. Chop, double up with a rhythm, can't see with my mic in the way, rhythm 2, and lead. Let's make these look a bit prettier. Okay, let's just play. Okay. What's also quite incredible is that when you listen on headphones, the drums are panned stereo as well. So you hear it kind of go across the stereo space. It's pretty phenomenal. All right, so that's Forks 1, and I'm also going to create a new one for Forks 2, and then decide if I can play the other one. I prefer the riffs in the second one, but the first one's going to be much easier to do, so maybe I'll start with that one. Okay, we are all set. So the next thing for me to do is create a preset for the rhythm and lead guitar parts, and then I'm going to start learning this track. All right, so the first thing I've had to do is tune everything back up to E standard. It's all been generated in E flat, and I've put a click track count in for the first 4 beats. I'm going to try and learn the intro part now and see how I go.
13 men.
Now that's going too fast for me to learn, so I'm going to slow it right down. Bit faster. But what does it come after?
Two hours later.
Ooh. All right, so I've jumped ahead a little bit now. I've learnt all the parts. I've recorded all the parts. You can see on rhythm 1 here, I had to sort of piece it together as I was learning each different section. Then I've done a performance video where I've played through and recorded the other rhythm part. And then I've done another video where I've recorded the solo. I've also created this section called Lo-Fi. That's a new scene in the preset, and I'll make this preset available. Just look in the description in the video. So when I was learning this, I realized that some of this didn't quite make as much sense as I thought it did the first time hearing it. So I have changed some of the guitar parts, but the intros remain largely the same. So I put my 2 rhythm tracks on here, and I have a third one that does sort of stabs. So you can hear I've changed the guitar sound as well. I thought it sounded too modern for a thrash 80s kind of guitar. So I've changed it to a more kind of rough sounding Marshall kind of tone. Moving on to the second part here, which is the main verse.
13 men met that night under the dark of the new moon, the beginning of June. It was then a man emerged.
Now this, if you listen to this on its own, this is where I thought it didn't make sense. It sort of changes all the time. So I found that a bit confusing, and I've simplified it. So now what you get is this.
13 men met that night under the dark of the new moon, the beginning of June. It was then a man emerged from the shadows with the most sinister plan that I'd ever heard.
So in this section, I've added a third guitar. So you now have rhythm 1, rhythm 2, and rhythm 3. 1 and 2 are panned left and right, and then the third one is panned center. Okay, so that now moves on to my lo-fi part, which I just get that to the right place. Okay, if I solo this bit. So this was achieved by basically using the EQ. I can show you. So I've achieved this by changing the EQ7 for this particular scene, and I have, as you can see, the 100 and 200, and then the 1.6, 3.2, and 6.4K all the way off, and then I've boosted 400 and 800, and then I think I left the green box and I changed, oh yeah, you can see on the FBE 100, I've cut all the treble, all the bass, put the presence up pretty high, and put the middle up to around 6 there, and I've just got saturation on. So, with the rest of the track.
As you can guess, our mission was blessed, as well as our guy Fox, the man with the torch. Yes, he was the one that light the fuse, but little did he know that one.
So in this part, I've introduced a new riff completely, which goes like this. Let's just put the left and right on. And now for the solo. So the original solo, if I turn all my guitars off, the original solo goes like this.
Close to being free.
I like that solo. So I've done my own take on this. Took me a few different efforts to get this sort of sounding right. It is different, but this is how mine sounds.
To being free.
I'm happy with that, but I may have another go. I might have another stab at recording a new one, actually. But for now, that sounds pretty good. And then it is back into the last part of the song.
Remember the 5th of November. Gunpowder. Treason. The gunpowder be forgot.
And then the final section.
Should never be forgot. Should never be forgot. Should never be forgot. Should never be forgot.
So I threw in a little bit of Iron Maiden-esque harmony. Oh, maybe it's more Megadeth. I'm not really sure. Let's go into the solo and solo the guitars. So that's how I've recreated all these guitar tracks. Now you can watch the performance of this song, Forks.
Thank